If you have diabetes, you can hold a driver's license or learner's permit as long as your diabetes is well managed. The main concern is that the possibility of having a low blood sugar or hypoglycemia while driving. Diabetes complications like eye problems are also of a concern as it affects your ability to drive safely. Hello everyone, welcome back to Living a Balanced Life with Julio. On today's episode, we're going to talk about driving safety for people that have diabetes, what you need to know to protect yourself, the public, and your license. If you're interested, please stay with me.
Exclusive.
If you live with diabetes, you can still get your driver's license as long as you're considered medically fit to drive. For those with type 1 diabetes, the increased risk of low blood sugar or hypoglycemia is the biggest challenge to getting a license because it can affect the person's ability to safely drive and operate a vehicle. The main issue with people with type 2 diabetes is associated with complications which include neuropathy, which is nerve damages, amputation, heart disease, and eye problems, all of which can affect a person's driving. It's important that all drivers with diabetes should go under a medical examination at least every 2 years to assess their fitness and their ability to drive, especially if they are commercial drivers, because this is the policies and it's a provincial requirement to keep everybody safe. People with diabetes should play an active role in assisting their fitness to drive. It's important that you take responsibility as a person. Be mindful of the treatment you use to manage your diabetes. If you take insulin or insulin secretagogue, which is a medication that helps your body make more insulin, when you're driving, you should consider measuring your blood glucose level or blood sugar level before driving. Always keep an emergency supply of fast-acting carbohydrate or foods that contain natural sugars such as dextrose tablets within reach in your car, and carry your glucose meters and supplies with you just in case. Always consider measuring your blood glucose level or blood sugar level immediately before driving. If you develop symptoms of hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar, it's important to check or monitor your blood sugar every 4 hours to make sure that you are safe. You can also wear a real-time continuous glucose monitoring, so these devices that allows you to check your blood sugar more frequently when you're driving, especially if you're a commercial driver. Always consider measuring your blood glucose level or your blood sugar level more frequently if there are factors that you know may increase your risk of hypoglycemia or low blood sugar, such as recent physical activity, so you just exercise, or if you delay your meals or you skip a meal. These are all ways that your blood sugar can drop too low. So it's important that if you skip a meal or delay a meal, that you check your blood sugar to make sure you're safe. So what are the rules when you have diabetes? What are the rules for driving? Once again, it's very important that you be mindful and you take charge of your health so you can protect yourself and protect others. So before you drive, it's important for you to check your blood sugar. Do not start driving if your blood glucose level or your blood sugar level is less than 4. If your blood sugar level is less than 4, do not start driving until you have taken about 15 grams of carbohydrate, which is the foods that contains natural sugar, and have retested and that your blood glucose is above 5. So in order to start driving safely, your blood sugar level should be above 5. It is suggested to wait 40 minutes because it takes a while for your blood glucose level to return to normal. So if you had a low blood sugar, so hypoglycemia, where your sugar is less than 4, and you treated it with 15 gram of carbohydrate, then you want to make sure that you wait 40 minutes after the treatment to make sure that you're safe to drive again, because it takes time for your judgment and reflexes to the brain to recover fully from hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. If your hypoglycemia develops while you're driving, it's important for you to stop your vehicle, park it at a safe location, and remove the keys from the ignition. Treat your low blood sugars and bring your blood sugar level up. Wait 40 minutes before driving again. On longer journeys, take regular meals, snacks, and periods of rest to make sure that you're safe while you're driving. It's always important to carry treatment of hypoglycemia in your car and extra snacks in your car when you're driving, just in case a low blood sugar happens. So everybody is safe on the road. If you're someone with diabetes and you experience hypoglycemia or low blood sugar, there's a high chance that you can have your driving license removed from you. Because the point is, while you're driving, you need to be safe and you need to keep others on the road safe. So if you have a hypoglycemia or low blood sugar episodes where it can lead to a car accident, it can lead to impaired judgment, which can then lead to you harming yourself through a car accident or harming others through car accident. So it's important that if you are driving, your blood sugar is above 5 for you to be safe. And if hypoglycemia happens, low blood sugar, you treat it with 15 grams of carbohydrate, and then you make sure you wait 40 minutes before you start driving again when your blood sugar is above 5. So what are some of the driving safeties that you can take when you have diabetes and you're driving? If you take insulin or pills that can cause your blood sugar to drop low, it's important for you to prepare. So keep fast-acting sugar where you can reach while you're driving. So in your glove compartment, anywhere that you can reach safely. Keep other snacks nearby in your car as well. Be aware of your blood sugar level before driving. Do not start driving if your blood sugar level is less than 4. Because if it's less than 4, that's hypoglycemia and it's not safe for you to drive. For longer drivers, check your blood glucose level every 4 hours to make sure you're safe. Stop driving and treat your low blood sugar if you feel unwell. After treating your low sugar, wait until your blood sugar level is above 5 to start driving. Your brain might need up to 40 minutes to recover after you have treated a low blood sugar so you can safely drive again. Make sure that you tell your healthcare provider or someone else, like a family member, that you had an episode of hypoglycemia so you can put safety measures in place to make sure that when you're driving, you're safe, and discuss with your healthcare worker why the hypoglycemia or the low blood sugar happened in the first place. Sometimes it could be due to too much medication, so you could be taking too much insulin. It could be because you're taking too much of the medication that caused your blood sugar to lower too dangerously, or it could be the fact that you didn't eat properly. So you can discuss these things to make sure safety measures are put into place to help you. So now that you know the safety around driving, let's review hypoglycemia or low blood sugar and how you treat it. So if ever you are driving or at any point you feel unwell and you have diabetes, it's important for you to stop whatever you're doing to check your blood sugar to rule out hypoglycemia first. So symptoms of hypoglycemia include excessive sweating. So you're sweating not because it's hot. Tiredness, lightheadedness, like you feel like you're going to pass out or you're going to faint, feeling dizzy or weak, a sudden feeling of excessive hunger, increased heart rate, blurred vision, confusion, irritability or nervousness. And severe cases, it can lead to convulsion or seizure, delirium, fainting, or loss of consciousness. So it's important that if you feel unwell, that you stop, especially if you're driving, you stop and you check to make sure that you're safe. You rule out hypoglycemia first. So if you check your blood sugar and your blood sugar level is less than 4 millimoles per liter, so it's less than 4, then that's a confirmation that you have hypoglycemia. And in that case, what you do is you treat it with 15 grams of carbohydrate or the food that contains natural sugar. So 15 grams of carbohydrate could be a tablespoon of regular sugar, a tablespoon of honey, 3/4 of a cup of regular juice, or 3/4 of a cup of pop, regular pop or soft drink. You can use 6 Lifesavers candy or 2 rolls of Rocket candy, or 3 to 4 tablets of Dex4, which is the glucose tablet. So any of these will give you 15 grams of carbohydrate. And this is fast-acting carbohydrate because we want your body to be able to absorb it quickly into your bloodstream to prevent the complications of low blood sugar. So after you treat the hypoglycemia, you're going to wait for 15 minutes. So it takes about 15 minutes for your body to absorb the sugar into your bloodstream. So after that, you check if the blood sugar level is 4 millimoles or above. That means the treatment you use worked. And at this point, you're going to sustain or keep the blood sugar up by having a snack. This is why it's important for you to have a snack close by. So a snack could be half a sandwich, it could be a granola bar, it could be 7 crackers, or 1 slice of bread with some protein, which could be cheese or nut butter, Always make sure that you have a combination of a carbohydrate and a protein as a snack, because that's the best snack to help sustain your blood sugar, especially after a hypoglycemia episode. So let's say you checked your blood sugar after you had the low sugar and it's less than 4. You treated it with the 15 grams of carbohydrate and you check and it's still lower than 4. At this point, you're going to repeat the treatment again. So you keep repeating the treatment every 15 minutes until your blood sugar level is above 4. Then you keep the sugar up by having a snack. It's very important. Don't assume that because you drank some juice that your sugar level is automatically going to go up. Sometimes, depends on medication on board or other things, your sugar can continue to drop. So always double check after you treat a low blood sugar 15 minutes after. So just to recap, it's the 15-15 rule for treatment of low blood sugar. If your blood sugar is under 4 millimoles per liter, it's a true hypoglycemia. So you treat it with 15 grams of carbohydrate and you bring your sugar up. Wait 15 minutes to double check to make sure that the treatment worked. And then after that 15 minutes, make sure you sustain your blood sugar level by having a snack to make sure you're safe. So having diabetes doesn't deny your license, but for safety reasons, you should be mindful to make sure that when you're going on a road that you're safe, to keep yourself safe, to keep everybody around you safe, for you to live a healthy, balanced life. So until next time, take care of yourself. Make sure that when you're driving, you check your blood sugar to make sure you're safe, and so you can continue to live a healthy, balanced life. If you have any questions, you can email me or send me a message on YouTube. Under the comment section, email me at livingabalancedlifeinc@gmail.com. Bye-bye and take care until next time.